All right, good morning, everybody. So for today's video, we are going to talk about martial artist and what to do when you're stuck. So make this a fairly short video. It's more for like the younger crowd. And when I say younger crowd, I mean not just young in age, but age with being young in the martial arts as well. So if you only have like So the example I'm trying to use is that this usually happens with like the younger crowd when they start advancing in the martial arts. Not necessarily black belt or black sash division, but this kind of happens like for the intermediates. So if you're like between yellow sash or blue belt, green belt, purple belt, depending on your martial arts style. Kung Fu we have sashes, karate we have belts. So what I'm trying to get at is that there's usually a point where a martial artist feels like they're no longer advancing. And when I mean advancing, I mean it's normally in a physical manner. So there gets a point where the martial artist feels that physically they can't get any faster. They don't think they're going to get any stronger. They feel they reach their peak when it comes to performance in the martial arts. Weirdly, it happens during the intermediate part. I remember one of my seniors told me the same thing, that we just felt like we're not getting any faster, we're not advancing. I mean, yeah, we're learning more forms, more movements, but it feels like we're somewhat stuck. So for you martial artists out there, if you find yourself in this situation where you feel like you're stuck in your performance, honestly, ignore it. And this is what I mean, is that what had happened is that you have gotten used to your own speed, you've gotten used to your own strength, you've gotten used to your own your own agility. You got used to it, so it doesn't feel like new anymore. But what is going on during this time is that your body is developing a muscle memory where you actually are becoming faster, but with this muscle memory, you're also becoming smarter when it comes to your movements. They're gonna manifest a lot more smoother whenever you're either sparring or even doing a form or doing a weapon. Your coordination is increasing. So you might think, well, you know what, I'm not as fast as before. You're just as fast, and most likely even faster. It's just that even your eyes have gotten used to your movement. So when you see yourself kicking and punching, for you it's like, oh, it's no big deal anymore. But in reality, if somebody else was to see you, they're going to be like, oh wow, you move really fast, and getting faster. It's just that we get accustomed to ourselves, which is very normal. So as a martial artist, when you feel like you reach this plateau or this peak, really try to ignore it, because while you're training, your abilities are getting better. You're not stuck, but your body is now getting accustomed to the movements, accustomed to your techniques, so that whenever you need to execute them, it's gonna come out a lot more natural. Now, I know the older crowd like myself, in my 30s, even if we train a lot, we don't necessarily feel this plateau, because we feel that every single thing we do is very valuable, and it's always contributing to our technique, our style, our physical ability. We tend to feel the the advantage is more than the younger crowd. One thing I was talking to my wife about when it comes to fighting is that some people, when I still do some martial art moves on them, they think I'm fairly fast. What it is that I've developed a type of muscle memory that when I'm sparring or shadow boxing, moving against somebody else, they think I'm faster when I strike at them, but in reality, my timing has gone up a lot better. So in other words, what I'm doing is I'm mainly just predicting the other person's movement before they even do it. So when I execute my movement, it looks like if I reacted very fast, but in reality, there was more of a prediction involved there. Where if I see somebody's shoulder move upwards, and let's say I see like, okay, that's going to be a higher punch, I'm already getting out of the way ahead of time. At the same time, I'm countering that punch while I'm getting out of the way, for the reason that I'm used to countering hits due to all the practice. Usually when somebody counters you, instead of just blocking you and then waiting for their turn to attack, when somebody counters you, it's usually because they've had more experience when it comes to fighting or to executing their techniques. Anyways, again, very short video, just a brief view. If you find yourself stuck in the martial arts, trust me, you're not stuck. You're just used to yourself. But keep at it, because even though you're used to your own movements, you're used to your own agility, and you don't feel any difference, they will be a difference against your opponents. All right? Leave your comments, leave your concerns, leave your disagreements, everything. Like, dislike, welcome everything. All right, guys, have a great day.